Hey everyone. So today I am going to test out my new carbon fiber. Well, it's new because I made it, but I got some adjustments to do on it. But I'm going to test out my new carbon fiber, and it's really not the blade that I'm worried about. It's more the adapter. The adapter itself has been wanting to break. Now, I got a little bit of touch-ups to do on this, but I'm just trying to give it a run up to see if it's going to work and see how well I have it balanced. I think I have it balanced now. The good thing about this blade is if this blade does come off because of the adapter, then it's a two-part blade. So it's adjusted so I can just make another carbon fiber blade. Like I said, I'm not going for perfection yet, but I wanted to try to get this adapter because this adapter is what has been giving me trouble. This time I have it welded on. I tried the key that was supposed to be working with it. I've tried different things and it just wouldn't stay. So this time the adapter is welded on, at least the back part. The front part and the blades come off. So I'm gonna try that. Got me a nice little setup. Hopefully this thing will work the way I want. It's the blade is a 55-inch blade, and it seems to turn okay. Yeah, I'll give it a nice little turn for you so you can see what it looks like. Get it set up here. You should be able to see it. So hopefully this will work as well as advertised. Make sure it's off so it doesn't start on here. Wow, that seemed to want to go. Everything's off. So as you can tell, it wants to go. And here in just a little bit, we're going to give it its chance. I've tried to strengthen it a little bit. I've tried to make it a little bit stronger. Put some springs to help keep alignment toward the front. So the springs help keep it aligned. I can push them, but then once I take my feet off, it just comes back to alignment. So if something happens, I'm going to switch this out later and put one of these on better. And see, I have the speed working with it. Probably have to do a little bit more. My on-off switch, so I can quick on, quick off. New safety harness on it. It's a three-point, so I can just lock it into place as I need. And it's heavy though, so hopefully it's strong enough to keep my big butt from going anywhere. But everything seems to be in place now. Hopefully today's test will go nice. I went ahead and put a American flag on top just so I can keep my patriotic self going, right? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's beautiful, beautiful aircraft. Once I get this part figured out, then the rest is already done. I just can get in the air. But let's see how this works. All right. So I'm gonna walk over, take this to the test area, and we'll go from there. All right. Later. Okay, here we are. We're at the test site. I made sure the houses weren't too close, so if something happens, it'll hopefully not hit anything. I pulled on it to try to get a little gas going, and my shutoff valve just my turnoff switch didn't exactly work the way I wanted it to. So something else with that. But I'm gonna put the gas on here in a second and try it again. because I pulled it just to try to get it flowing. It's looking real good. It looks, so far, it ran for about, I want to say it ran for a good 2 minutes, and the blade didn't come off, and I had to push myself to try to keep it from going anywhere. So I'm going to see what I can do, where I can place this thing so that I can keep the phone on, and then we'll go from there and see how it works. So far it looks like it's going to be strong enough, but you know, once you get power to it, then that's a whole different story. But we'll see from there. So there it is, tree trimmer. I pulled it to try to get gas going through it, and I guess the switch didn't work too well, and the gas was flowing, although I have the gas off. But I don't know, we'll see. So far it doesn't seem like anything broke. Everything seems to be okay. I'm not going to turn it right now because, like I said, I just spun it a second ago and it wanted to go. It hasn't come off yet, but hey, it's got some power to it, I can tell already. So let's see if I can get this set up someplace. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that might work. Let's see if this will help any. It's unpredictable, so we'll try. See what happens. Who knows? It may go down as a pass, it may go down as a failure. We'll see soon. Strapping myself into a rocket, right? Alright, here goes everything. Take two. So far not bad. A lot of vibrations. A lot of vibrations. Gotta adjust that there. It doesn't seem. I think the switch is backwards, which is okay. But I'm gonna flip it around and see what I can do to make it better. There are some adjustments I can see I gotta make, which will help it from vibrations. So the vibrations are there, but it's not bad as far as it's working, and the adapter seems to be working, which is good. The fact that the adapter hasn't broken off it yet is already a plus sign. Now, I got a little bit of separation here, which means that I have to check down here and make sure that nothing has come undone. The other thing is I can make some adjustments on that. But as you can see, unlike the past, the adapter is still on. Hasn't torn up. That's good. Like I said, I got to make some adjustments here. Now, the fact that it got this far without any major issues, I'm happy about. I'm going to take it apart and see what's going on. See what's going on here and make that adjustment. Now, that seemed to be a pretty good trial, other than this little bit of separation here. And I'll see what I can do to adjust it. Maybe I can strengthen up and put something to hold this. Let me zoom out a little if I can. Put this and tighten it. Now, like I said, that trial was actually fairly decent. I'll tighten these up just as hopefully a stabilizer, and I'll go through and make sure that all this stuff is stronger. I'll tighten my screws down there, maybe make some adjustments, but it seemed to work, which I'm happy about. The blade itself, so the blade is one of the biggest things that I was worried about, that and the adapter. The blade itself, yeah, it's not pretty, but I don't see any delams. I don't see any issues with it other than that separation. Everything else seems to be intact. Now I'm going to go sand it and inspect it and see what else I can do, but that was a good start on my test. That was a good start. So there we go. I think other than the person that walked through, a couple little, my twitches, other than that, everything seemed to be pretty good. Now, because of gas tank really screwing up, I'm gonna, this has, I didn't put any power to it. I didn't put any power to it at all, other than turning it on. That's good. That's good. The fact that there was no power, so if it goes this way, if it's going this way, that means that I need to reinforce it so that this isn't going to crack or break, and that this, I don't know, I may have to find some way to put that second tier on it. There's supposed to be 2 tiers on it. One which covers the top, and then this one which covers the bottom, and that's supposed to help lock it. I didn't do that, but I can and just add, after I sand it and add it. It has a lot of push. The trike has a lot of push. without me even trying. It has a lot of push. Um, I picked my foot up, and no, I don't have the brakes put on yet, but uh, I picked my foot up and it wanted to go, and that was at neutral, at idle. At idle, if she wants to run that fast and already start moving, then okay. I mean, uh, add a little gas and I'm going to be able to get ground speed. My only thing I'm concerned about now is, like I said, it had some vibration, and I think part of the vibration may be because of this right here. I'm going to tighten these up, make them extremely tight, maybe put one of these bars on it so that it holds, and I can tighten it up as needed. Make the adjustments. Other than that, and adjusting that blade, I think I'm about there. So let's see how it works. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit when I'm on the way, get back to the house and on my next test. Well, it wasn't a test failure, but just some adjustments. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.